Is it working? Yes, it is. What a great deal. Awesome. Oh my god. I just had to restart my computer. Huh. You know what? Sometimes all you need to do is restart your computer and then it just starts working again because literally that's what I did and now it works. So 10 out of 10 for that. Alrighty. Amazing. Yeah, wow. That's all they had to do? Seriously? Okay, cool. Fuck it. I might as well do something. Huh. Wonder what I can do today. I'm just gonna keep on just chatting. But okay, so, I mean, I can yap on what the hell subjects I went through this week in class. What did we go through in class, actually? That's a good thing to remember. So for our evals 3, we went through like dermatologic pharmacology pretty recently, so I might as well yap on that. Okay, we're gonna make that a little quieter because I can't hear myself think. But okay, so the hell do I mean by dermatologic pharmacology? So basically, this is a drawing session, a yapping drawing session, just to like yap out on what the fuck I'm supposed to be talking about. But okay, so for dermatologic pharmacology. So derm farm, we got shit like. First, I just have to go through the overview of what the hell this means here. So, dermatologic pharmacology has to deal with medications and things that are going on your skin, right? Obviously, like that's a bit self-explanatory. We already know the layers of the skin, so epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. We already know the 5 layers of the epidermis, so there's a mnemonic for that I have. And I'm a divergent y'all. I'm gonna put you on game. So for the epidermis, the layers I'm gonna go from top to bottom. So stratum corneum, lucidum, granulosum, spinosum, and basale. So my mnemonic is come, let's get sunburns. So come, let's get sunburns are gonna be corneum, lucidum, granulosum, spinosum, and basale. And the granulosum, spinosum, and basale are the leading layers of the epidermis because these are the ones that are like metabolically active. These are the layers that are metabolically active. So these 3 are metabolically active. But, so, I'm gonna write this shit all down here. 2 seconds. So yeah, so the top 2 are the corneum and lucidum. Lucidum is only going to be found on your palms and your soles of your hand. The soles of your feet and the palms of your hands because that's just where they are. You need like an extra layer of skin because that area is going to be like dealing with a whole lot of pressure, a whole lot of like stress, a whole lot of friction because you're using that hand for a whole lot of things. That kind of thing. So there's that. The corneum, which is called the quote-unquote horny layer because corn is horn in Latin. It's the major barrier to like... It's the major barrier for like for percutaneous absorption of drugs, and it's a barrier to protect against the loss of water in the body. It also can act as a reservoir for drugs. Basically, anything that's going to be applied topically can diffuse into the rest of the skin, even after topical application, because it's going to be stuck in your cornea. Sorry, I'm munching on snacks. But basically, after that, we got the stratum lucidum. And that has the keratohyalin containing dead cells, but this is only found, like I said, on the thick skin of the palms and soles. Stratum granulosum is the site of lipid extrusion in the epidermis, and extracellular lipids that are formed here serve as important transport pathways for like drugs and shit. And this is where the cell envelope is formed, and it's resistant to proteolysis. It's also, the granulosum is also the site of filaggrin synthesis. Filaggrin is a intracellular molecule that enhances keratin packing, promotes water retention, and contributes to the acid pH of skin, and has a natural moisturizing function. Stratum spinosum is the one that synthesizes most epidermal proteins, especially keratin. And then we have the stratum basale, which is responsible for the bulk of cellular division. So, we already know, like, the main functions of the skin, right? So, all of that are... The functions of the skin are basically... Okay, I'm going to draw this out. So, functions of the skin. So, functions of the skin are protection, firstly. Oh. Next is going to be, like, sensory nerve, so, like, sensation transmission, because, like, the skin contains like a shit ton of nerves for sensory perception, and it has blood vessels for absorption. So the skin is like a very protected highway, if we wanted to think about it like that. Exchanges. So the skin, what I mean by transmission, then we have basically waste excretion. Sorry about that. My tablet decides to riot against me sometimes. Save my internet for some reason. But okay, so what I mean by excretion, the skin aids in like excretion of waste products like urea and salts from the body through the sweat glands, and it helps maintain electrolyte balance while keeping the skin hydrated. This is all the epidermis, though. And this is all epidermis, but we also have something cool called the dermis. For the dermis is the one that provides mechanical strength and flexibility to the skin. It contains blood vessels, nerves, hair follicles, and a large number of like lymphatic vessels and things like that. There's also the superficial capillary plexus, or plexi, because these are found in between the dermis and the epidermis, and it is the site of the systemic it is the site of the majority of the systemic absorption of cutaneous drugs. So a lot of things that are going to be absorbed like subcutaneously and all that shit is going to be transmitted through here. Oop. Sorry about that, I dropped something. I wish I knew why my internet was so ass though. Damn. Chat, maybe you can save me from my internet. But okay, so additionally, the dermis also has mast cells. These mast cells, unlike the wandering motherfuckers, are permanent residents in the dermis. And the mast cells are the ones that produce like inflammatory mediators like histamine and all that stuff. There are also infiltrating immune cells, and these produce cytokines. And these cells are often targeted by drugs. But the hypodermis, finally, or the subcutaneous tissue, provides insulation, cushioning, and serves as an energy reservoir for the rest of our body. I mean, why do you think we have all this subcutaneous fat? Basically, that's where that is all going to. I still wish I knew why my Twitch is like this, though. Jesus Christ. Because it's saying that it's excellent on my end, which is a little bit of a shame. I wish it would work. But not really much I can do here. But yeah, so we already got the dermis covered. We already had the subcutaneous tissue covered. So I'll write down subcutaneous tissue as well. So and that's our skin. But what do I mean by... But now we're going to look at routes of administration in dermatological diseases. So we got, like, I already mentioned a few options. And you guys probably already know a few of these options. So we have topical. So, like... So routes of administration. We got topical administration. We have systemic administration through the use of things like for the oral route or the parenteral route. So the parenteral route is shit like anything that you can any injection that you can do intradermally, intravenously, intramuscularly, or subcutaneously. Intralesional, however, is something specific for derm, and it's a drug administered directly into the specific lesion or area of the skin, and it can be used for like primary inflammatory lesions, warts, that kind of thing. And the difference for this is the fact that there is no what's it called? There is no systemic absorption, which is important here. So, an advantage of having no systemic absorption is that the one thing that's lesioned, it's lesion to drug, basically. You'll have direct contact with the underlying, like, the lesions. You'll have direct contact with the lesion, so you're gonna have direct access to the thing that's going wrong. It also bypasses the hepatic first pass effect, and you also have something called the drug depot effect. So the drug depot effect is like basically you have a little reservoir of drugs that your body is going to be getting its medication from, basically. So you're going to have constant you're going to have constant plasma concentration of these medications, which is good. We like this. This is important for us, actually. There are other kinds of meds as well. There's non-pharmacologic therapy for like derm diseases. So this would be shit like using electromagnetic, like lasers. So laser therapy for your skin, that kind of thing, is a kind of like therapy, that a kind of like route of administration. It's not pharmacologic specifically, but it is something that is used in like dermatology. But so let's go look at the topical drugs. So basically, there are two ways that topical drugs can be delivered, or there are two pathways for for the absorptive routes for topically administered drugs. So the main thing is that for this, let's look at that. Sorry if I'm still sniffly. I'm still sick. Or at least I'm getting better, I promise, but I'm still a little sick. So So basically, we have the transepidermal pathway, but that way can go through two different ways. But basically, drugs are going to be delivered through the stratum corneum, so that's going to be our topmost layer of skin. And intracellular absorption is for hydrophilic drugs, so drugs that really like water and will not be attracted to fats. So this is the route where drugs are going to be delivered in between the cells of the stratum corneum, while the transcellular micropathway is in comparison to the intercellular. The transcellular will be where the drug passes across the corneal cellular layer through the cytoplasm of keratinocytes and intercellular lipids. But then we also have the transappendigeal pathway, or the follicular pathway. The follicular pathway this is where drugs are going to be administered through there's a little space in your hair follicle, and your drugs are going to be passing through with the associated like sebaceous glands, eccrine glands, and erector pili muscle. It's basically going to be going through there. So this is what I mean. The transcellular route and the intercellular route are two ways of or the two transepidermal pathways by which you can transmit drugs through the skin. The follicular pathway is where you're not dealing with the skin cells at all. You're just going in through the follicles. For characteristics that we like in topical drugs, we want drugs that have a low molecular mass and they have adequate solubility in both oil and water with a high partition coefficient. Exceptions, however, there are exceptions to this rule though. So we can be fans of like very small particles, water soluble ions, and polar molecules. Let me rephrase. So, but the exception to this would be very small water particles, water-soluble particles, or water-soluble ions, and polar molecules do not penetrate significantly through the intact stratum corneum. So you're going to have to get a different way to go through that. Systemic absorption of topical drugs. So After application of the drug to the skin surface via the stratum corneum, evaporation and structural or compositional alterations may occur that affect the drug's bioavailability. The stratum corneum limits drug diffusion into the lower layers and then into the body. Melanocytes and Langerhans cells are accessible in the lower epidermis, and in the epidermal and dermal layers, drugs may also reach the sweat glands and their ducts. Permeation to the dermis brings the drugs in contact with lymphatics and cutaneous vessels carrying arterial and venous blood, and these vessels provide an absorptive route into general circulation. Permeation to the hypodermis may also occur, but the main things are gonna be going through epidermis and dermis and into the systemic circulation that way. Percutaneous absorption is going to be done primarily through the intercellular pathway, with transcellular and appendigeal routes playing a much smaller role. But the rate limiting step for that is going to be just passage through the stratum corneum. That's a whole lot of work, basically. Factors that affect percutaneous absorption are going to be the regional and atomic variation. So the thinner the stratum corneum you're getting through, the higher the drug concentration. Areas of greater drug penetration are going to be the face, the postauricular area, the axilla, groin, and the inflammatory areas as well. So there are different parts of your body that are going to have an easier or harder time just absorbing medications. So when I was saying that, it's this. So that's an example of the different things, or what was I saying? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. This figure I just posted is a graphic that shows the different parts of the body and the rates at which they will absorb topical steroids. Also, if your actual skin barrier is altered, so if there's a wound or if it's damaged, disrupted epidermal layers will allow drugs to readily pass through, but that can result in increasing systemic toxicity. So, for example, if you have psoriasis, you're going to be a little careful about how you're going to be dosing your drugs to be administered. Also, age. So, children, there's a greater ratio of surface area to mass than adults. So basically, you're going to have to change up your dosing for children as well. And also, preterm infants have a marked impaired barrier function until the epidermis keratinizes fully. So basically, babies and old people are going to have a harder time distributing drugs and having drugs distributed into their body through the topical route. I mean, that isn't really much we can really do about it except just switch up what we give instead. Okay, and also elderly people. So elderly people also have a difficult time getting topical drugs. So thinner and poorly hydrated stratum corneums may also impede drug delivery. Also, skin hydration, not obviously, can affect the absorption and the absorption of drugs. So when the water content of the skin exceeds its normal state, the stratum corneum is going to swell. This makes it more permeable to drug molecules. And this also promotes transdermal absorption of drugs, and it mainly increases the penetration of nonpolar fat-soluble molecules. Ointments will also increase the endogenous hydration of the stratum corneum. So when you have increased hydration, you're going to have increased absorption of drugs, increased penetration of drugs as well. But it's going to have little effect on the penetration of polar molecules. See, all I've been talking about right now is non-polar shit. Polar stuff isn't going to be affected by ointments. And the encapsulation method, or applying ointment on the skin, reduces the evaporation of skin moisture. The encapsulation method would be like, what's it called? Basically, this is something my mother would do whenever she would treat patients. If they had to have like a topical steroid, she would put the steroid on the patient at night and put their hands in gloves, because this is for things where they had like super bad eczema, right? So if they had super bad eczema, then the drugs would be given to them like topically, and then they put gloves on. That way, A, it increases the skin hydration, B, it increases the time that the skin even has like with the wet medication, and C, like you're less likely to rub off the meds while you're asleep. Also, dosage and application frequencies. Topical agents are usually applied twice daily. For some drugs, though, once daily application of a larger dose may be equally effective as more frequent applications of smaller doses. Intermittent pulse therapy. So this is when you have treatment for several days or weeks, alternating with treatment-free periods. And this may prevent the development of tachyphylaxis, which is the loss of effectiveness due to giving successive doses of drugs. The dermatologic vehicle. So the way that you're going to be giving these meds is going to maximize the ability of the drug to penetrate the outer layers of the skin. And there may be therapeutic effects. So physical properties, moistening or drying. What I just talked about with what my mother does, she does occlusion. Sorry, I'm chewing. But basically for dermatologic vehicles, dermatologic vehicles are things that are going to be maximizing the ability of the drug to penetrate the outer layers of the skin. And my mother does occlusion by putting children's hands in gloves, like, the vinyl glove, like the blue nitrile gloves with the med inside, so that A, you're able to, what's it called? That way you're able to have close contact with the medication and have the med not dry out, which is awesome for administration of medications. Like, that is POG. We love that. And the ideal characteristics of a dermatologic vehicle are that they are easy to remove, non-irritating and non-allergenic, cosmetically pleasing. The active drug must be stable in the vehicle and must be readily released in order to once in contact with the skin. So there are different vehicles. There's powders, there's ointments, there's creams, there's gels, there's lotions, poultices, and solutions. And all of the stuff that I'm saying is like adapted from like, what's it called? What's that book? Oh my god. Like Basics of Pharmacology or something. I don't remember the book name. I'll post it later. But it's like the pharmacology book that all those med schools are teaching everybody. It's just how you use the book, really. But basically, for a lot of these medications, once you determine what kind of wound you're treating, then you can like choose what what vehicle you want, basically. But so, let's look at vehicles now. We got powder. We got ointment. We got cream. We got liquid, gel, and we also have lotions and solutions. Well, the liquid is solution. What am I saying? Yeah, these are our options basically. I wish I could figure out. Oh man, that's another thing I really wanted to figure out. Like while I was offline, figure out like why it won't let me do an ad every hour instead. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I knew why like my ads are a pain in the ass because it shouldn't be like this. It really shouldn't. Can't really do much about it, honestly. Oh well. I just do my best. All right. So, poultices. Oh right. Lotion. I forgot to put poultice down. Poultice and paste. Sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, so there's that. But now we have to go into toxicity of like different kinds of topical drugs because there's local toxicity and then there's systemic toxicity. Systemic toxicity. Okay. So for dermatologic drugs, corticosteroids have immunosuppressive and anti-inflammatory properties, and the mechanism of action: corticosteroids bind to glucocorticoid receptors and inhibit phospholipase A2, further inhibiting the release of inflammatory mediators. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. Alrighty. I don't know. Okay, right. Back to what I'm saying. I don't. Also, I'm sorry about the ad breaks. I don't know why they're like that, but yeah. So, oh, sorry. Scuff all around. But okay. So for local toxicity versus there's local toxicity and systemic toxicity of like different kinds of drugs. But we are gonna go into different. We're gonna go into the drugs now. Drugs, they're cool. But okay, so we got corticosteroids first. Corticosteroids, these have an immunosuppressive and anti-inflammatory and immunosuppressive properties. The mechanism of action is that they bind to glucocorticoid receptors, inhibit phospholipase A2, and further inhibit the release of inflammatory mediators. I'll get a picture up of that, of what the hell I just said. Okay, three, two, one. There we go. These are how corticosteroids work. If I'm going a little too fast, or if you want me to like repeat anything, just let me know in the chat. But okay, there are different routes of administration for this as well. So topic for for local administration of corticosteroids, we got topical or intralesional. So again, that's where we just put on the skin versus where or we put it onto the actual lesion that we're trying to attack, basically. Systemic is going to be like oral route or parenteral route, so like through injection or orally. The potency of like selected for of like very specific topical corticosteroids. So topical steroids have been grouped into 7 classes in order of decreasing potency. So for example, what I mean by that is class 1 is going to be the most potent, while class 7 is the least. So that's basically what I mean here. So the most potent corticosteroid the most potent like corticosteroid would be clobetasol propionate cream. Then we have betamethasone like dipropionate. Then we have fluocinolone. We have betamethasone I have a list. I'm gonna just put the list up here. But TLDR, the least potent is hydrocortisone. But yeah, these are the different classes. There are selection criterias for different corticosteroids as well. And the steroid that's selected, you select it based on the potency, the type of lesion, the site of involvement, the extent of the site of involvement, the age of the patient, and duration of the treatment. So, for high potency corticosteroids, you're going to want to put that onto like chronic lesions, the really gnarly lesions, the ones that are basically the ones that are really gnarly looking. So they're chronic, they're hyperkeratotic, they're lichenified or indurated. The site, this is going to be for lesions that are on the face or in intertriginous areas. So like the palms and soles, where there's like fixed and thick stratum corneum. For high potency, you're going to want it in smaller areas, and you're going to want to put this on adult patients. Duration is going to be super short for high potency, but longer for low to medium potency. One second, y'all. I'm just eating. Okay, so that's going to be very responsive to topical corticosteroids. Would be like atopic dermatitis, stasis dermatitis, psoriasis. Less responsive is going to be stuff like psoriasis of the palms and soles, pemphigus, vitiligo, granuloma annulare. But least responsive are going to be things like keloids, hypertrophic scars, hypertrophic lichen planus, alopecia areata, acne cysts, and a $10 word that I'm going to say in a second once I read it fully. Chondrodermatitis nodularis chronica helicus. That's a word. I'm going to post that picture up here as well. Give me a hot second. These are the selection criteria for like different corticosteroids. For intralesional corticosteroids, these are for when you have disorders that have the least response. So, intralesional corticosteroids, this is when you're going to give stuff like insoluble preparations of triamcinolone acetonide or triamcinolone hexacetonide or hexacetonide, and these are going to be solubilized gradually. They have a prolonged duration of action, and they are gradually released over like 3 to 4 weeks. But next, we also have systemic corticosteroids for when we have severe or extensive dermatologic illnesses, like very severe allergic contact dermatitis to plants, like poison ivy. We have vesiculobulbous dermatoses, so like pemphigus vulgaris or bullous pemphigoid, vasculitis, autonomic connective tissue diseases, neutrophilic dermatoses as well. But there are some specific considerations for a lot of these corticosteroids as well. So, basically, we're going to want to consider the frequency of application. So topicals, I already mentioned, these could be given twice a day, but more frequent application can improve your response. But more potent steroids can be given, and another one could be that more potent steroids can be given initially, and then you taper down and then give them a less potent agent. For systemic application, this is going to be given in the morning to coincide with the circadian rhythm of endogenous secretion of steroids. And there are fewer side effects seen with like alternate day dosing. And this is for chronic therapy. The issue with these medications in children is the fact that there's going to be a lot of like growth delays. I don't know if I can say the word that I'm supposed to say in my notes. I don't think I'm allowed to say that on here. It starts with an R. Growth R. State and condition. I'm not saying the word. I'm just going to give you all that you need to know to like put the word in your head. Occlusive dressings can also be given. Occlusive dressings can be used to enhance penetration of the medication. And there are also very specific areas of the skin where you'd want to give like if you want to give like super thin, if you want to give like medication to areas with super thin stratum corneum, use non-fluorinated glucocorticoids only. Fluorinated compounds can cause perioral dermatitis and rosacea, so we don't like that. Chronic therapy is tapered every other day once practical, and it's not withdrawn suddenly because you're going to have issues with that as well. In general, only non-fluorinated glucocorticoids should be used in areas on the face or in occluded areas, so like the axilla or the groin. The adverse effects of glucocorticoids, locally, you're going to have striae, so there's going to be like lines. There's going to be thinning and easy bruising of the skin. There's going to be atrophy of the skin as well, of the skin that the medication has been applied to, because steroids will inhibit collagen formation and growth. And you're going to have like cigarette paper like appearing skin. So like if you've ever rolled cigs or rolled joints, it's going to be as thin as that. That's going to be like an expected outcome. You can also have corticoid rosacea. You can have perioral dermatitis. You could have hypertrichosis, so like excessive hair growth. You could have hypopigmentation, so reducing of the pigmentation of that area as well. You can also have overgrowth of skin fungi and bacteria in that area as well. But for systemic adverse effects, so you can get this is the most severe one. You can get acute adrenal insufficiency. This is already said, it's the most severe, and it's the suppression of the HPA axis. And again, there's going to be like growth delays in children. There's going to be immunosuppression. You can form cataracts. You can get gastritis, you can get ulcer formation or gastrointestinal bleeding. You can also get hypertension, hyperglycemia, myopathy, behavioral changes, osteoporosis, and osteonecrosis. God, I've been saying so many words. My lordy loo. But yeah, so those are some of the things we have to keep in mind when it comes to these medications. But adverse effects of systemic corticosteroids are usually associated with steroid withdrawal. Like, if you get rid of the meds immediately, that is when you're going to get these, like, symptoms. This is why you do the taper, because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of issues. Well, except for the growth delays, those are with extended use of corticosteroids. I forgot my nose. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to cough. And also, drink water. Okay, now we're gonna go on to acne. I'm gonna get my tablet out again. So, I mean, we already know what acne is. So, acne. Basically, for acne vulgaris, this is when you have the pathogenesis, like the pathogenesis of this is that your follicles get plugged up, then you have accumulation of sebum, and then there is going to be a growth of Propionibacterium acnes, and then there's going to be inflammation. What do? Obviously, we treat it. How do we treat it? I'll show you in a second once I put up the picture of what the hell acne looks like. Or like acne. Not really what acne looks like. I'm not showing those pictures. I've seen enough of acne. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by I'm just gonna show what like acne is. So as you can see, the the etiopathogenesis of acne vulgaris. So basically, there are acne causing factors, and it just gets worse over time. The goals of acne treatment are are that we correct the abnormalities of follicular maturation, we decrease sebum production, and we decrease colonization of Propionia bacterium acnes or Cutibacterium acnes, and decrease inflammation. The anti-acne agents that we're going to be talking about are retinoids. Retinoids are comprised of of natural and synthetic compounds that exhibit vitamin A-like biologic activity or bind to the nuclear receptors for retinoids. So, retinoids for treatment. The functions of retinoids include regulation of cell proliferation and differentiation. The mechanism of action, however, retinoids exert their effect on gene expression, activating two families of nuclear receptors on the epidermis. So, they're going to activate the retinoid acid receptors, the RARs, and the retinoid X receptors. These are going to form heterodimers that subsequently bind specific DNA sequences called retinoic acid response elements, RARES, or RARES. And these activate transcription of genes that will produce the pharmacological effects and the side effects. I'm going to put a screenshot of this in here as well. We love retinols. Hi, Hannah. Is my connection better? Literally, I think all I had to do was restart my computer. But also, it helps that I'm not doing like something super interactive. I'm just yapping instead of like having to post up, oh, we're gonna do these questions. We're not doing that today because, oh my god, I don't know why it was so fucky earlier. I don't know why my connection was so bad. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, we're just talking about Derm Farm for a little bit because I did actually want to stream today. I was very sad that I couldn't stream earlier with what I wanted to do. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the retinoid generations, and then we're gonna watch the sketchy on this as well. So the retinoids, based on their generations, we got the first generation, so that's just retinol. Then we have tretinoin. Then we have isotretinoin and alitretinoin. The second generation, or the aromatic retinoids, are going to be acecretin, then acetretin, and etretinate. Then the third generation are going to be the ones that optimize receptor selective binding, so adapalene, tazarotene, bexarotene. And fourth generation is going to be the triferritine. I guess that's how I pronounce it. And that further optimizes receptor selective binding. I'll put a picture of that as well. If you wanted to get retinoids based on their retinoid receptor selectivity, there are RAR selectives and RXR selectives. So, RAR selective retinoids are going to be used for acne, psoriasis, or photoaging. That's why, if you guys gave me an example of a retinoid, give me an example for like a retinoid used for acne. If you said tretinoin or isotretinoin or adapalene, you'd be correct. Because those are ones that are RAR selective. The side effects for this, you're going to have mucocutaneous and musculoskeletal symptoms later, but RXR selective retinoids are for cellular apoptosis, and these are their mechanism of action is they moderate cellular apoptosis. The uses for these are Kaposi sarcoma or mycosis fungoides. Examples of that would be bexarotene or alitretinoin. And the side effects of that would be physiochemical changes. Topically, topical retinoids are going to be indicated for non-inflammatory, so comedonal acne, and inflammatory acne if they're combined with other agents. Also for photoaging. So like sun damage induced aging. It can help with your fine wrinkles or dyspigmentation. Examples of these would be, again, tretinoin, adapalene, or tazarotene. Side effects of the topicals are going to be erythema, desquamation, or peeling of the skin, burning or stinging sensation, and a photosensitivity reaction. When I asked my mother, before, why she preferred to give those, she told me that she preferred, or she didn't want to, stop the side effect of the desquamation, because that's how you're going to get to the new skin underneath, which that's how I understood it as well. So, the peeling isn't bad. Just, if you're peeling too much or it hurts a lot, you can either power through it or Ask them for a weaker one first. Also, don't be out in the sun while you're taking this shit. The sun is a deadly laser. Don't you dare. That's not allowed. Don't be out in the sun. The sun is evil. Systemic retinoids, though, these are for severe recalcitrant, so really stubborn. They're gonna come stubborn. They come back a lot, like nodular acne. Then there's also for psoriasis or cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. Examples of systemic retinoids. These would be like oral isotretinoin, acitretin, and bixaritine. The side effects of these, though, are a lot. There's a lot of side effects to this one. Not gonna lie. Some of the side effects include myalgia, arthralgia, alopecia, increased nail fragility, increased serum lipids, elevation of serum transaminases, which is why you're gonna you want to get a liver test. Then you also have hypothyroidism risk, you have leukopenia, you have pseudotumor cerebri when you take this shit in combination with tetracyclines. Isotretinoin specifically can worsen or cause suicidal ideation. Or there's also teratogenicity. So, like, all of this is going to cause birth defects. But, like, do not do this stuff. Like, if you're pregnant, please, we don't want tretinoin babies. We don't want retinol babies, please. No, thank you. Retinol babies? They're not giving. Retinol babies are, like, not giving. Oh wait, I have a list of the meds. I'm gonna keep that up because I'm gonna have to yap about this still. So we're gonna actually go into a lot of these meds right now as well. So isotretinoin is a synthetic retinoid currently restricted to the oral treatment of severe cystic acne that is recalcitrant to standard therapies. The mechanism of action is that it will inhibit sebaceous gland size and function. The pharmacokinetics of this drug are that it's well absorbed, extensively bound to plasma albumin, with an elimination half-life of 10 to 20 hours. The dosing is going to be like 1 to 2 milligrams per kilogram twice a day for 4 to 5 months. And if severe cystic acne persists following this initial treatment, start a second dose after 2 months. The adverse effects for this, they're reversible when they're discontinued. The common ones are going to be dryness and itching of the skin and mucous membranes. It's going to look like hypervitaminosis A. Less common side effects are going to be headache, corneal opacity, pseudotumor cerebri, one in combination with tetracyclines, inflammatory bowel disease, anorexia, alopecia, and muscle and joint pains. Women of childbearing age must use an effective form of birth control at least 1 month before throughout the whole therapy period of the isotretinoin therapy. And also for 1 or more menstrual cycles following discontinuation of treatment. Because we do not want retinol babies. Retinol babies are bad. We don't want retinol babies here. That's like not allowed. But okay, let's go back to talking about isotretinoin. Negative pregnancy tests must be done like within 2 weeks before starting therapy, and therapy should be initiated only on the 2nd or 3rd day of the next normal menstrual period. Adapalene is a derivative of naphthoic acid that resembles retinoic acid in structure and effects, and it's available for daily application as an over-the-counter gel, cream, or lotion, but the zero point 0.3 is prescription only. It is photochemically stable, and it has very little decrease in efficacy when used in combination with benzoyl peroxide gel. And it's most effective in patients with mild to moderate acne vulgaris. Tazarotene is an acetylenic retinoid, and it's used for the treatment of mild to moderately severe facial acne. And is applied once daily as a 0.1% gel, cream, and or foam, and should be used by women of childbearing age only after contraceptive counseling, and should not be used by pregnant women. Don't use this shit no pregnant women. We don't want pregnant women on this med. No, thank you. No, thank you. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. That's bad. But yeah, azelaic acid is a topical medication, and it is a straight-chain saturated dicarboxylic acid that is effective in the treatment of acne vulgaris and acne rosacea. And there is clinical improvement noted in 6 to 8 weeks of continuous therapy. The mechanism of action is that it has antimicrobial activity against P. acnes, and it also has in vitro inhibitory effects in the conversion of testosterone to DHT or dihydrotestosterone. The initial dosing is going to be once daily applications of the 20% cream, 15% gel, or 15% foam to the affected areas, like once a week, and then twice a day after that once daily. After that once daily dosing. Adverse effects of this are going to be mild irritation with redness and dryness of the skin during the first week of treatment. I wish I knew why those ads were like that. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah. So, there is that. So, antibacterial agents for acne. These are the antibacterial versus the retinoids. Antibacterial agents are going to be benzoyl peroxide, which is the first-line agent for mild to moderate acne with no inflammation, and is available in many over-the-counter acne treatment products. It is an oxidant and may rarely cause bleaching of the hair or colored fabrics. The dosing for this is it's going to be low concentration, or 2.5% for the first week of therapy, and will be increasing in frequency and strength if the preparation is well tolerated. Adverse effects are going to be dry skin, peeling, and skin irritation. Clindamycin, the antibiotic, it has in vitro activity against P. acnes. And the pharmacokinetics is that 10% of an applied dose is absorbed. You're going to be dealing with bloody diarrhea and pseudomembranous colitis, which is rare. The more common ones are going to be drying and irritation of skin with burning and stinging. But the water-based gel and lotion are going to be well tolerated and less likely to cause irritation. Erythromycin, the topical preparations. So, the topical preparations of this. So, the mechanism of action for erythromycin topically is unknown, but it is presumed to be effective due to its inhibitory effects on P. acnes. The adverse effects are going to be burning sensation at application time and irritation of the skin. Topical the topical water-based gels are less drying and may be better tolerated. But there's also like an uncommon side effect of allergic contact dermatitis. Again, this is uncommon. Then there's going to be sodium sulfatamide or sulfacetamide, which is a topical, and it inhibits P. acnes by competitively binding to the receptor site of the p-aminobenzoic, or oh my god, never mind. Basically, it inhibits P. acnes. Keratolytics, these are substances that reduce hyperkeratosis through a variety of mechanisms. So these can break intracellular junctions, increase the stratum corneum water content, or increase peeling or desquamation. Salicylic acid, this is the prototype. The mechanism of action of salicylic acid is that it will it will induce solubilization of intracellular cement, reducing corneocyte adhesion and softening the stratum corneum. Hydrogen peroxide will dissociate into water and reactive oxygen species, causing skin cell death. For the 40% topical solution was recently approved for treatment of seborrheic keratosis. It is caustic and should only be applied by healthcare providers. Direct eye contact will lead to permanent eye injury or blindness. So that shit's bad if you're not doing this stuff like smartly and with the help of a physician. All of that is spooky. Okay. What am I saying now? What was I supposed to be saying? Right. So for next is urea. Urea, the mechanism of action of urea is that there's going to be alterations in prekeratin and keratin, leading to increased solubilization, increases skin absorption and retention of water. So this will lead to increased flexibility and softness of skin, and break hydrogen bonds that keep the stratum corneum intact. And it also makes creams and lotions feel less greasy. The pharmacologic treatment of acne by severity. So for mild acne, you're going to be just giving them topical antibacterials, so like benzoyl peroxide. If they're ineffective, just use topical antibiotics like Clinda or erythromycin, like topical preparations. For moderates, you're going to be starting to delve into the retinoids, plus topical antibiotics. So you can give tretinoin, adapalene, or tazarotene plus a topical antibiotic. And if there's still no response, use an oral antibiotic, like minocycline or doxy. If you have severe acne, then you'll go into the oral antibiotics plus isotretinoin. Oh my god, I have been talking so much. What if I just take a break and play a video game? I think I might play a video game. I don't know what video game I want to play though. All I have are like pick threes. I'm just a pick 3 Andy. I'm a pick 3 merchant. I love roguelikes. What else am I supposed to do? I'm a roguelike Andy. Shit. Oh wait, no. I do have Final Sentence. I do want to try that game. Give me a hot second. Let me set up the thingy. 2 seconds. Okay. I hope this game works. You guys. Oh yes, it works. Oh my god, it works. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm gonna put myself into studio mode. And I'm gonna capture the window of Final Sentence. Wer ist Final Sentence? There we go. Okay, let me just mess with this. I'll fix it, I promise. There we go, perfect. Okay. I am so excited to play this. Let's see. Let us see how this goes. 1 minute. Let's see how I perform at this game. I'm gonna lower down the music though because, oh my lord, that is loud AF. Okay. I'm gonna break out my keyboard fully because I am excited. Let us play. Oh, wait. What? Wait, go back. Options. Why did you go back to window? You have to go window full screen. How dare you? Okay. Let's play this. Let's see how this goes. Okay. The hell? This is insane. Okay.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
Okay. Oh. Okay, interesting. Let's see. This is crazy. Wait. Oh, round 1 cleared. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Oh my god. I cannot believe. Why is this hard?
You have won. Many players will now be eliminated.
Jesus Christ, that's loud AF. Okay. Damn, my WPM is so bad now. Jesus Christ. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Okay. Game starts in 31 seconds. Okay. This is weirdly fun. I love this. This is so fun. This is such a fun game. Surprisingly enough. Play this game. Play this with me. This is really fun. This is crazy. Okay. Cool.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
Okay. Oh my god. Am I dead? Oh no. Okay, amazing. Oh my god. This is spooky. Okay. What? This is so weirdly nerve-wracking. What the hell? Okay, wait. This is really fun, surprisingly. Okay.
Congratulations.
No, I lost.
Player
Shit.
33,
Rip.
you
Rip.
have won.
I died.
The other players will now be eliminated.
Unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. GG's. GG's. Damn. Fair. Fifth place. Could have been worse. Okay. Huh. This is strangely fun. I'm gonna keep playing this until either I win or I die again.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
Numbers first? I'm gonna die. Ugh. What? Yeah, I died.
Congratulations, Player 15. You have won.
Yep.
The
Well,
other players will now be eliminated.
damn. This is an interesting time. 11th place? Damn. Damn, my WPM is ass right now. Huh. I'm gonna keep playing. Let's at least get to level 10 to see how things go, because I'm very curious how the end of this round goes.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
What? Oh shit. No! Damn it. Oh my god. Okay. What? Damn it, I keep always choking there.
You have won.
I
The
got
other
really
players
far
Will
though.
now be eliminated.
Rip. Oh well. This is really fun. One second. I will not. I will not scream. Okay. Let me just keep playing this game. Let me just keep yapping. Let me just keep typing. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. This is gonna be an interesting time, everybody. Am I good at this game? No. Am I good at typing? Usually. It's interesting when it's this, though.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
Ooh, I'm gonna die here. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, damn. 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 Rip. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Let's just keep going. It's that one that's freaking me out, honestly. If it's gonna be another I will not. I hate this one. I hate this one. It's probably gonna be this one again. I will scream. Let me type out like some medical words. God damn it.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
3, 2, 1, and go. Oof. Okay. Rip. Okay. Damn, I choked. I choked there. Unfortunate. Let's keep going. I'll at least finish this out. I hope it's not another I will not scream, though, because I do hate that one. I hate that one so much.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
Oh my god. Damn. I am dying to the roulette. Unfortunate. This is an interesting game.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
Okay. I just have to... The typing game is really fun. The typing game is really fun. I am very surprised that the typing game is this fun. Fuck. Fuck. Done. Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Oh my god.
You have won.
Crazy.
The other players will now
Crazy.
be eliminated.
Crazy game. This is awesome. I survived! Yay! First place. I'm surprised. Yeah, I think Lev needs to play this. I will go against Lev head to head in this game. I am throwing down the gauntlet. I think if I were to clip this and send this to her, I challenge her. I challenge her. I challenge her to this game. I don't care if I lose. I just think it'd be fun. Just have a game of like med scribes versus doctors. Okay, so 40. You can have like you can have like 40 people. It's free. Hika, you want to try it? It's free. It's a free demo. It is a free demo. Depends on when you're free. It depends literally on when everybody's free. Because like, I think this is a fun versus game. I think this would be a very fun versus game. Also, I have cat ears because this is my very silly, very stupid quote-unquote Halloween costume. Right? Right? Like, I think Lev is gonna be streaming today at like fucking 2 a.m. knowing her. Or like my 2 a.m. Everybody else is 2 p.m. I think. So. Yeah, no, like, when everybody's free, I am very down to play this game. I do not care if I get trounced or if I win. I just think it would be fun. I think it would be good content. Hence, therefore, I challenge all of Med VTuber land to a game. I challenge them all to a lobby. Yeah, yeah. I think I might play another game because now I'm just in the gaming mode. Because I have been studying most of the day, and I was also studying and sleeping most of the day. I don't really know what game other game I want to play though. It's a little annoying how the audio. Right? I'm actually gaming for once. Character development. This game is really fun, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly at all. This is really fun. It is a typing game. I mean, it's just competitive typing. I did this shit for a job. Like, not the competitive part, but like typing, like, patient notes at the hospital. It's free! Like, the demo is free. This is just the demo. The demo itself is already fun. Oh, yeah, yeah. He can drive safe, my god.
Welcome, contestants. The game begins now.
3, 2, 1, okay. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, damn it. This one is annoying. This one is flicking me, man. Oh my god. Ah, damn it. No.
Player 38.
Right?
You have won.
Right?
The other
You
players
can
will now
hear
be
everybody else.
eliminated.
I was literally second place. I am so sad. I was just finishing the last damn line. Ugh. Ugh. Unfortunate. And it's one of those ones that only has one round too, so it's like, owie. Damn. But yeah, this is my contribution to Halloween. Welcome to Halloween time. I don't know what other game I want to play. I have a lot of horror games though, but some of them I can't play on stream. Fear and Hunger is not allowed on stream. I wonder what other horror games I can play. Oh my god, I could play Faith. I could play Faith, the Unholy Trilogy. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to play that on Twitch, right? Can I play that on Twitch? Is that allowed? Is that allowed? I feel like it is. Right. It's either it's gonna be either Faith or Cult of the Lamb. Though I don't have my Steam Deck, or I do have my Steam Deck, it's just dead. So I have to charge it. But at least Faith I can play with a keyboard, I think. I have to look at what horror games I even have on here. I could always, oh my god, wait. I have so many, like, weird Rusty Lakes. You know what? I don't know what I want to play, you guys. I want to play something. I don't know why. I've been in a gaming mood today. I've been in a weird gaming mood. Where do I move the voice chat? Yeah, no. I don't know. I've been thinking about different games I can play. I could play... What is Thief like? Or I could just play World of Horror. Wait, oh my god. Is there new... There were updates to World of Horror and I had no idea? Okay. Well, I know what I'm playing now. I know whatever that... I know what I'm playing now for, like... Like, I haven't played that game in ages. I do love World of Horror. 1 minute. Okay, I hope it's finished installing. Like, I'm thinking I could just clear out my save data and start from fresh because I think that'd be interesting. Oh. Yep. Yep, of course. Okay, I hope it works. Yep. Oh wait, I'm gonna do something cool. This is gonna look really cool, I promise. Visual effects, activate, selected effects. It's gonna be really cool, I promise. I promise. Wait. Reset, no, off. Cancel. Where's my pixelation effect? I know I have one in here. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to lower down the volume of World of Horror though, because oh my god, it's so loud. Okay, let's see. Initiate? I don't know. I haven't played this game at all, like in a while. It's my first time in a while. I might as well do this one. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and realms beyond. Okay. Oh, wait. I should change the game. Wait. This is still one of my favorite games, so you know what? Let's see how this goes. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in this doomed town. Oh! I am this guy. Who are you again? What's your name, dude? I forgot who you are. Taiyaki, straight razor. I'm gonna equip it. Tasty! Oh, okay, it's a reason food. Cool. You've been following the weird cult for weeks now. Barely surviving the encounter with a skin hag at the nursery, it's your race against time and you can't rest until our town is safe. Start the mystery! Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? I don't know. I wonder what is the worst thing that could happen here. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force your material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch symbol and the lighting of holy candles. Okay, so that's the symbol. Okay, so circle. Okay, I got it. Let's explore the school. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old anatomy model, its heart beating. The sight almost makes you sick. You feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. Yep, I know. I'm gonna find the items. Give me a little second. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you.
I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff into my new office?
I do help her. Oh, extinction of mankind. Okay. I got 5 experience points. Hope I get to the library in time. On the roof, you find the girl your friend was talking about. In one hand, she holds a bag, and the other a pair of bloody scissors. Ah! Okay. Well, I mean, I already have a razor. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, now I can probably prep, hit. Cool, I killed her. Okay, so... Okay, I see. I think I got it. Yep, found it. Yikers. What's that? Oh. Oh. I found her. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded, but alive. You help him up, and both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Spine-chilling story of school scissors. Ending A. Cool. Two new old gods. I didn't know that. Damn. I think I can do cultist. Let's do quick play. Okay, old gods and malicious eldritch tree creature. Okay, I already did this. I already said all the words. And now let's see. Ooh, the thing forsaken by God, vanished to the other dimension a long time ago. Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through reflective glass. The glimpses behind a reflection are just the beginning of a real nightmare. Okay, wait. Ooh. How's this? No, too close. I like this one. No. Okay. Mailbox is empty. Anything in there? Anything in here? Oh, what a bright, beautiful day. Oh, is it going to rain? Damn. Outfit locked. Ooh. Should I look like a Chad, you guys? I feel like today I'm feeling today is gonna be a Chad day. Junior Salaryman or Chad? Dracula. No, I have to be Dracula. I have to be Dracula. It's Halloween. Okay. Once a year, a ramen shop appears where there was once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside is made from its former patrons, but can cure any health problem. Some of our readers report a strange tall man dressed in white taking the metro after dark, apparently stalking lone passengers. Please take care and avoid traveling alone. Gutting a big octopus. At least that's what she claims. There are too many tentacles. Demolition of an old inner city shrine has resulted in the array of unfortunate accidents, and most recently, the death of 6 people suspected of arson. We were shocked by what she did. Her voice was always so calm. The search for a missing person occurs in the forest surrounding Shiokawa. If you have any information, please contact the police department. All right. Why is there someone standing in the doorway? Someone's watching my door and I don't feel safe anymore. In game, of course, not real life. Okay. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Crimson. What is this? This is new. Okay, wait. Oh no, I think I have. I've never done this one. Tupi used to be one of the most outstanding classes in the school. At least before their teacher's disappearance. A replacement glides through the school, entrancing all those around her with her soft voice and calming, emotionless eyes. Now she stands at the front of the class, scribbling occult symbols in chalk and hissing lessons about the old gods. The children no longer play, but sit in their seats until dark, chanting along, learning of their eldritch masters, preparing to serve them. Okay. To advance this mystery, investigate the encircled location. Cool. Complete the downtown twice? Absolutely. A woman bumps into you as she runs from a beauty parlor. Before you can say anything, you notice her face. She's carved out her own eyes.
If I can't see it, she cries, it can't see me, right?
You shudder, seeing a faint vision of Goizo reflected in the beauty parlor's mirrors. Do nothing. Portal on the blackboard? Okay. I think if anything I want to shop for items. I have like 5 money. Flashlight, good. Shop for items again. Steak knife. Steak knife. And flashlight. Both of these are important. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up, shouts a deep voice from the other's door. I know you're there. I'm gonna get closer to the door. Oh! You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the entire time. A neighbor calls the police and the attacker escapes from your apartment building. As you prepare a bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so even a nice cold water bath is a good idea. Yes! 10 EXP. Love it. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I could teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out into the future. I kind of want to accept this. No! No, it was a waste of time. No. Oh, she's a nurse practitioner. Don't ruin the calm moment. Ooh, fuck. Okay, that's unfortunate. A weird bubbling sound lures you to the dark shower room. On the floor, you find a swimsuit thrown over a grotesque leathery coil. Wait, that's not a coil. That's a lady! That's a drain. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, so it's the drain summer. That's my first one. Okay. I've defeated the drain swimmer. You hear a scream coming from the school. It's time to enter. Did I do it twice? You sneak in through a window and skulk across the shadowy corridors. All the classrooms have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher nailed to the chalkboard. Shaking, you approach it. You spot an old bulge protruding from his stomach. It writhes against your fingers as you probe it. Suddenly, the teacher's chest rips apart, showering the classroom in gore. From within, a child coated in meat and intestines leaps out, screeching with joy. Oh, happy birthday. Oh. Huh? What? I killed the teacher. With her dying a scream, the teacher throws herself into the portal. Her vicious master shows no mercy. You hear it devour her before the connection shuts. No! I did it! Yay. Oh, damn, okay, so no TV. I think I want to do Outdoorsman. an outdoorsman, and I'm thinking just some more dexterity. I want to round out my stats. Okay, small key, love it. Okay. It's still crazy. I look like fucking Dracula, though. Dracula. Dracula. Okay, there's more now to these. No wonder I deleted everything and started over. More and more people fall unconscious and can't be awakened. People who try to wake their patients only end up falling into the coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people? And how did this strange illness start? I'm gonna travel to the village.
One bite won't hurt. No, I'm bloated. No.
Unfortunate. Ooh, handcuffs. Okay, how much doom do we have going on? 23%? I can rest. Time to go to the school. Take a peek, horrified. Oh, lordy Lou. Lordy Lou. Lordy Lou, chat. Empty bottle? Perfect. I do need an empty bottle. Somebody taps you on your back. Jari, is the bush still running? Is the bush still running? I'm so late for a meeting. The boss is gonna kill me. Startled, you quickly turn around, shocked by what you saw there. Oh, tapeworm salary, man. Tapeworm. No. Spooky. Okay, so I think the first battle I got into was the drain swimmer. Second was the boss fight with the kid. Bloodsucker. Ugh. I wish all these combat fights weren't happening. They're fucking flicking me. God damn. I mean, I do need to go to enter the doctor's office and clear that. Treatment, lump funds. Okay. Goodbye. I'm gonna wait till my ads are done. That way I can continue yapping and none of you miss content. Alright. Should be done in 3, 2, 1. Okay, perfect. Cool, cool, cool. I wish I knew how to, like, make the ads shorter. Like, all this ad shit just confuses me, honestly. I mean, what could I do? Oh, well. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. He tells you he can heal your wounds for free. I'm going to decline, but I appreciate the offer, sir. Mr. Doctor, sir. I'ma take a ride. Oh. Never mind, I'm not gonna take a ride. Cool. Oh. Are you not? No, you're not a human. I'm gonna have to unplug a patient. Yaker. Oh! Fuck. Art knowledge, leadership reporter. I think it's gonna be an inventory slot. Oof. No! Now I can't even use the empty water bottle that I got. Damn it. Rip. Okay. I think this one's gonna be over. Unfortunately. Ba 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 da. Freaky feature of found footage. Now, on the first anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator, hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? 40%. I need to rest. Oh. Huh? I'm gonna... Okay. I guess I have that now. Thanks, game. Thanks, Kanye, very cool. Thanks, Kanye, very cool. Why do I have this? I completely forgot about the mansion. Okay. Oof, I might die here. Oof, okay. It's almost inspiring. Ooh. Charisma success. I'm worried that my riz is really high. Ah! God damn it. Okay, perfect. Damn. Take the cassettes and run. Additional inventory slot, okay. Dexterity once again. Oof. I'm gonna put this in the storage. Okay. So I have 2 mysteries left to solve. Morbid mermaids, I guess. Ugh. God. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be difficult. Okay. 70%. I think that should be okay. I think 70% amount of doom should be fine. I'm ignoring it. You swear something is watching you from the sea. Oh. Damn, all my healing that I did for nothing. Unfortunate. Turn on the lights. No horrors in the water. Nothing in the water. What a great deal. Why am I so fearful? Jesus Christ, why am I so fearful? Huh. They stole my fucking wallet? Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm safe. I'm safe from a wallet snatcher. Fatal Flora. Ooh. Plant enemies. Reluctantly. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. I have fish scales. Why do I have fish scales? Okay, okay, Innsmouth. Innsmouth energy. Innsmouth ass. Okay, guess I go go to the place. A new mystery. What mystery am I missing? Oh, Crimson Cape. Okay, cool. Akamanto. Take nothing. Got it. Gotcha. Yeah, no. I will die if I... I'm gonna die, like, either way. This run is dead. This run is... buns. This run is buns now. Yeah, this run is buns. Rip. Road figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. Da 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 da. Ra. Ra-ta-ta. Missing stars. Oh, it's her. I like her. No, I do not want to do that. Interesting, I have a spell. Okay. Time to get some money. Time to get some shmoney. Alright, let's see. One, two, three, four. Oh, are you only at 4? Interesting. Contagious coma. Okay. Okay, so it wants me to do it without doing the other thing. I'm gonna talk to her. My charisma is so ass. Damn. Why is my charisma so ass? What the hell? Takahashi! You hear a chipper voice shout during a jog around the area. I would absolutely love to jog with you, lady. I jogged with her. Some of their work fills you with dread. Okay, well, sorry that their artwork is kind of ass. Whoop. Empty bottle. Empty bottle. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna put that away. I'm also gonna buy flashlight and steak knife. Steak knife. Let's go. Equip. Equip. Perfect. Only 21 doom. Cool, cool, cool. Rotting corpse. Ooh, spooky. I'm sorry, have you seen the doctor? He suddenly disappeared, and I'm not sure whether the surgery is over. Oh no! What? I don't want to hurt her. I just want to fix her surgery. I don't want to hurt this lady. She just looks really scared. She just looks like she's terrified. Oh. The complete silence of this place hits you when you reach one of the beds. All of the patients are dead. Ending B. They're dead. Rip. Oh no, library is disabled? I can't go to the library now? Damn, what did I pay the tuition for? Jeez. Cheese and rice. Okay, that's done. I think I'm gonna have to do the bizarre brewery of the botanist. Schoolyard. I'm gonna check out the masks. I'm gonna get a mask. I'm gonna wear the mask. Oh, God. Ugh. I don't like this mask. With the trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Could a similar case have occurred in the past? A trip to the library might be a good idea. It was a complete waste of time. Cordyceps. Oh. Your friend asked you to meet them at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note sent by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Curious, you check it out. Oh, the bloated body of Athulazth is getting closer. Plus 3% doom. Yeah, I don't want to open like random packages anymore. Damn, I'm branded now? I thought I was Spectral. I'm gonna help the dog. Yay! I have an attack dog! Look at that dog! Look at that dog! I hate that. Oh wait, can I level up now? Oh my god, I can level up? I can get +1 charisma. Oh, wait. Ooh. Do I want to reroll perks? I kind of want to reroll them. Running shoes. Oh, wait. Charisma. Folklore studies. And I'm gonna just pump up my knowledge really high. To like 7. I think that should be okay. I think I can. Honestly, considering the fact that I can just bash through any fight that I need to, I'm gonna pray to the shrine. Like, I can just get as much EXP as I need. I'm gonna use my flashlight. Ooh. Ooh. I don't want to grow teeth. I think I'm gonna just forget the spell. Fuck it. Walking through Tree Nursery, you suddenly stop. Something feels off. Isn't it too early for the leaves to change their color? Before you can continue your investigation, someone grabs your leg. I will simply continue to hit the bark woman. There we go. Dead lady seat. See, I can get as much EXP as I need. We love that. We love that for me. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, no, I need to kill this man. Okay, the fungus dies, and the gardener does too. See, I got a new EXP. Regain stamina. Oh, what a great deal. Oh, what? Amazing. Did the water's level suddenly increase, or is your city slowly sinking? Well, let's hope it's not an issue. Gonna get more hot water. I'm gonna drink some more hot water. Ah, man, I can't do that. Damn, I can't do it like that. I thought I could. You can't see anything outside. There's someone standing in the shadow watching your door. Whoa. A minor earthquake in the seaside region has revealed an entrance to a partially flooded cavern system. Ramen shop with human parts. Dog teeth in their human patients. Octopus lady, octopus, dog teeth. More and more victims with their throat slashed. There we are. There we are, perfect. Cool, good enough. I definitely want to do the Crimson Cape. A dare to meet Akamanto. Yesterday she told me she saw it again. Yep. Refuse all the papers. My God. Oh. Wait, what's that? Oh, a cult diary. I'm gonna use it. Yay, minus 3% doom. Hello! Hello, Kairumi. How are you doing? Happy Halloween. This is my model's very shitty Halloween costume. I saw that you were streaming. I was still streaming, so I didn't really go and look. That's why I'm playing this game, cause spooky game, cause Halloween. Oh. Her stories about missing patients, mysterious surgeries, and a strange infection are helpful, but may kill the mood. Thanks. How have you been doing with everything? Are you using this time to rest? And etc., etc. How is school for you as well? Ugh. Also, yeah, if you need me to help out with getting you like folders of like stuff, just let me know. I'm gonna try and get more files to put in my folder, etc., etc.
Our master is coming. We can all bask in his glory.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I do not want to deal with this. Let me out. Okay, cool. I don't want to investigate the cursed toilet. Well, I guess I investigated the cursed toilet, and now I'm having to deal with Akamanto's real form. There we go. I killed Akamanto. And new level. What a great deal. Quick thinking. Ooh, wait. Or should I think it's gonna have to be quick thinking. I can just get another strength. You know what? No, dexterity. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. Unfortunate. At least I can still shower in this video game. I am so happy. Cool, 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 cool. Oh my god. There are many old mansions around this town. Beep Manor is one of them, supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only event? Is it the only tragic event that took place there? I'm drenched? What? From what? Oh. Painkiller. Amazing. +2 stam. I don't need that though. I think I just need to rest in game. And then get some more reason. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks until unlike anything you've seen ever before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some of them also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. Yeah. It's a cult. It's a cult. Give me a coffee. Oh, right, I forgot I don't have money. +1 reason. Lovely. In the middle of a room, you see a man tied to a chair. You rush in to help. When you remove his gag, though, the man starts to shout curses and ancient prophecies. You fall onto the floor, your mind flooded with unspeakable images as the man slowly stands up, completely ignoring the chair he was seemingly tied to. Cult member! Cool. Curious statuette. The hell is that? You know what? I think I am gonna I'm gonna read this first. A natural concert hall. Okay. Ooh, 1 knowledge. Oh yeah, no, I need that. I need as much knowledge as I can. I have no knowledge in this game. Jar of blood. I will aptly give you a jar of blood for some money. I'm gonna forget that spell and get 1 reason back. Whew. What the hell? Black hair? Okay. Make your way down. Explore some more. Turn to the main corridor, step closer. Okay, cool. Starting to think I need 1 strength. Something wrong with the tap water? Yep, finally. Figured. What? Do I not have any more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lighthouse. Oh. Knowledge check passed. Okay. Oof. Unfortunate. Not enough charisma. Unfortunate. Disconnect the faulty plug. Strength check success. Oh, I might make it in time. Yep, I did it. Yay. I'm safe for now. Yay. Ooh. Actually, wait, you know what? I'm gonna restart. How do I go back to the start? Exit to menu. Okay. I have Aiko, I have Haru, I have Mizumi. Do I not have Miku? Oh yeah, no, I don't have Mimi. How do I cut? Oh man. I do not have Mimi. Two runs of the game, I see. I will beat 2 runs of the game then. Oh, okay. Maybe Mizuki? No. No. Both your damage and your enemy's damage is increased. Ooh. Let's see what's up in endless mode. Steak knife. Better than nothing. Check out the masks. Stalker's mask. +1 damage against human enemies. Okay. Athelas is getting closer. Search the tent. Alright, let's see how this goes. Ooh, headless body. Oh god. Black hair? Interesting. Huh. I'm gonna get lost in the light. Ooh, I'm here now. Okay, is this the place? It's a strength check, probably. Yep, figured. Ooh, spooky. Perfect. Okay. I have lost to reason once again. I know I'm gonna be getting something at not her. Oh no. Okay. Alright. He looks confused. Oh boy. Turn on the lights, one reason. I do not want to deal with something truly evil. She's scaring me. I don't like her. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Well, yeah. I don't think we could ever see eye to eye, lady. I don't talk to you for a reason. You freak me out. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. Oh, by 3 doom. 3 more doom. Plus 3 doom. Okay, cool. How do I not have enough strength? I have 7 strength. Jesus Christ, I'm a literal athlete. You can hear a faint sobbing coming from the alley nearby. There you approach a man on his knees. When you take a step closer, he suddenly stops and perks up. You can hear the nauseating sound of tearing skin. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's new. Never seen this before. Jesus Christ. Okay. 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 Damn. How do I not have enough strength? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. At least there's -5 doom. We need that. Oh, God. Cool air suddenly fills your mouth. It tastes metallic. Before you can react, you hear a low growling sound coming from behind you. Oh, it's a cat. Okay. That's fine. Yes. Let's go. I don't like the fact that she's right there. Sure, I'll accept. Oop, luck check failure. In the distance, the bell tolls and everything gets dark. Your demise is here. No! No! Oh, God. Oh, God. Is there anything I can do? Can I do anything? How do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? How do I deal with something truly evil? How do I kill her? What the hell do I do? Ah. Oh God. I hate. This is what gets me. Oh wait. Bleed for me. Suffer for me. Set remaining reason to 3. Fine. I died for her. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy shit. Okay. I cannot. I could never defeat her. I could never defeat something truly evil. STE is very scary. She's very scary. I. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh my god, that was an interesting time. Ugh, God, that was terrifying. But okay, I think this is gonna be my time to go to bed. It's like 1:41 a.m. for me. So, or, you know what? Nah. One more game. I'm gonna play another game. I'm gonna play something silly. Okay, I'm gonna change this over to omelette you cook. Omelette you cook. Omelette you cook. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of World of Horror. I'm gonna play my one of my favorite silly games out here. I'm also gonna turn off the collar effect. Come on, I'm gonna let you cook. Come on, I'm gonna let you cook. There we go. Full screen window. Okay. I'm gonna let you cook time. There we go. I'm also gonna... Yeah. I will leave it as is. Okay. We're playing some I'ma Let You Cook now. I'm gonna set the slash marker too. I'm letting myself cook. I don't really know what I was doing earlier in this game, but it was definitely something janky and weird. I know that much. Ah, damn. Unfortunate. I did not want my anchovies to be trashed. Minus 20 points. Wait. There's probably a way to get this motherfucker to have 1,000,000 points. Yeah, no, there's definitely a way. But I do just want to get rid of as much of those as possible. Okay. Let's go. I mean, I'm never gonna use a tin can. There's probably a way to make it, like, increase in points, but... Damn, if I got 35 only. If only I got 35. I wish there was a way to get something that gives negative mold. Oh well. Oh well. Man, I need to drink some more tea. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da ba da ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba da da ba. Ba ba da ba. Da da ba 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 da ba ba da da ba 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 da ba ba. 4, 8, 12, 9. Yeah, no, definitely not enough. Oh well. Alright. Alrighty. I think that's a good time for me to stop, and I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good night, everybody. Bye!